Hi, I'm Ray Bloodworth, the managing partner of Bloodworth Law, with offices in Orlando, Florida and Winter Haven, Florida. At Bloodworth Law, we handle a broad range of business and contract litigation. Today, I'm going to talk about rescission of a contract. So, what does rescission mean? When you sign a contract in Florida, you should generally assume that it will be enforced. Rescission of a contract means the contract is unmade or undone from the very beginning. This means the contract no longer has any effect. Rescission of a contract can happen by mutual agreement of the parties, by one of the parties declaring rescission of the contract without the other if legally sufficient grounds exist, or by filing a lawsuit to get a court to declare that the contract is rescinded. As a cause of action in a complaint, rescission is an equitable cause of action used to undo a contract and put the parties back in the position they were before the formation of the contract. In other words, the current contract is undone and both parties go back to square one. Under Florida law, rescission may be granted where a party breaches a contractual term that is an essential part of the bargain between the contracting parties, to the point that the contract is completely destroyed. In order to maintain a cause of action for rescission, a party must plead and prove several things. First, that the parties had entered into a contract. Second, that the existence of fraud, mutual mistake, false representations, impossibility of performance, or other grounds for rescission exists. And third, the party seeking rescission has rescinded the contract, notified the other party of the rescission. Fourth, if the party seeking rescission actually received any benefits from the contract, he or she must offer to restore those benefits to the party that furnished them, if this is possible. And finally, that the moving party has no adequate remedy at law, meaning that it's impossible to know exactly how much money it would take to remedy the damage that was caused. And there you have it. It's a quick primer on rescission of contract. Again, I'm Ray Bloodworth, the managing partner of Bloodworth Law. At Bloodworth Law, we travel to clients and courts across the state of Florida for the most interesting cases. If you have any questions about contract or business litigation, give me a call. Let's talk about how Bloodworth Law can help you or your business.